He's the fearless real estate crusader who calls it as it is, and he's made plenty of enemies as a result. But never did Neil Jenman think it would come to this. There's a group threatening to target his children if he doesn't stop speaking out. David Richardson reports his fears are very real.
They've tried to bribe me, they've tried to threaten me, they've tried to bash me, they've thrown bricks through my office window, I've had bomb threats, I've had defamation threats, I've had all sorts of things. So finally, perhaps the only thing that's left is to try and target my children.
Neil Jenman is more angry than he's ever been in his life. He's now the target of an extortion bid to shut him up, close down his websites, or he faces threats against his wife and children.
We got an anonymous email saying unless we cease doing our consumer protection work, basically immediately, they will continue to harass and follow our children.
This is what I didn't want to happen.
Your greatest fear?
Yeah. Yeah. Because my children are at risk, and I don't know from whom.
This is that video, footage shot on the 18th of February this year, showing Neil Jenman, his wife and children going about their daily lives. Raiden Jenman shopping, dropping her kids off at school. The video was then posted on YouTube and a number of other websites along with Jenman's personal details. Much of the tape concentrates solely on the Jenmans' 8-year-old twins, Alec and Grace.
When it first happened, I was really angry. I was seething. My fear is they're setting my children up as targets for pedophiles.
Thank you very much. End of discussion. You didn't take any notice of what was just being said at all. Hey!
The former real estate agent Neil Jenman has made a name for himself as a fearless and tireless consumer advocate. He's outed spruikers, real estate agents, just about anybody he feels has ripped off the public.
Look at that camera, because you're about to have 1 million or more viewers, knowing what a low-life mongrel bastard you are. Don't run away, Victor. Hey, come on.
At the same time, he's set up fighting funds to battle for total strangers in court. He's been threatened on the job, pushed, even punched. He knew the risks, but always believed just he was a target.
This is what I call my scum file. Every time I get an abusive or a threatening email, I just put it in a special file for them. And they've got things like, Jenman, you're an absolute idiot. Jenman, I'm going to wait for you one night and I'm going to get you when you least expect it.
Jenman doesn't get hate mail daily, sometimes it's every hour. Hundreds of messages a week, and it's been going on for years.
Jenman, your time's going to come. I hope that people gang up on you and get you.
But until now, all that anger has been directed at the man himself, not his family.
Interesting is that the threats and the letters that are coming are no longer addressed to Neil Jenman, they're now addressed to Neil and Raiden Jenman. And I must say, in fairness to my wife, listen, crooks, it's all my fault, right? It's not her fault.
It's clear from the extortion tape Jenman's enemies have been virtually on his doorstep. He's been forced to install bulletproof screens on his office windows and along the front of his house, especially the kids' rooms. A security guard also patrols the house and grounds from dusk to dawn.
In their letter of demand, they have demanded that you take down both the websites. Will you do that?
No, I will not take down the websites, because the websites save the consumers. They save them a fortune. I won't take them down. I'll take my children and send them to live somewhere else where they're safer, where they're away from all the creeps and that sort of stuff. I'd do that.
They call themselves the victims of Jenman and claim they are a well-funded, well-manned organisation determined to silence him. Jenman believes he knows who's behind it all. Police have also now been notified, and his children are being protected by their local primary school, virtually guarded until being picked up every day after school.
What do you say to those people tonight?
Pick on someone your own size. Pick on us. We're the grown-ups. Leave the little kids out of it. They're little kids. They're innocent. They haven't done anything wrong.
I say you're gutless cowards. That's what you are. And what you're doing is not going to stop me coming after you. It'll make me take better care of my children. It'll make sure that my security at home is better. But it's not going to stop me protecting the public from the likes of you.
It's David Richardson reporting. We'll be back.